I know it's a bit noisy. I came out here to see someone who I believe you guys will be interested to know her story. Okay, let's go in and I'll show you guys what to do. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Gwarinpa and I'm actually in a place called Crust and Cream. Somebody recommended this on the channel here because they saw me doing videos of ladies and entrepreneurial women who are trying to do very well in this city. So somebody recommended, and I'm here to speak with the person, ask questions, and know how they started, everything that we need to know about Crust and Cream. Anyway, on arriving here, just before I did this talk, I had seen the lady a bit, you know, and she said she has a t-shirt for me, so I'm probably going to wear her t-shirt and then we'll talk from there. Okay, let me go in and grab the t-shirt, then I'll be back. Okay, so guys, I'm back out. This is her t-shirt that she made for me. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. Nobody's paying me. I'm just trying to help women in the city grow their business and show you guys, just in case you guys are interested in getting the things that they do, you guys can also encourage them by helping follow them on Instagram and all those their social media. That's the reason why I'm doing this. And let's go in now. Let's speak with the lady. Here is the lady we have come to meet.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. My name is Charlie Agambo. I'm a mother of two. I'm the CEO of Crust and Cream, Abuja.
Okay.
And well, I'm still very young. My age, still young and active. I'm actually a baker, a full-time baker. I'm also a counselor as well.
Wow.
Yes, that's just a passion for me. I'm into training, mostly training for widows, for orphans, for people who are less privileged. We have our own pet project where we train them on how to take them out of the street, especially women who have lost half their husbands at the war zone.
Wow.
Yes, not it, but it's just our own pet project.
Okay, from your name, I can guess you're either from Adama or somewhere around that region.
Oh, same catchment area. I'm actually from Plaza State.
Plaza State, okay.
Lantan, precisely.
Okay.
Yes, Charlie. And I'm married to a Lantan man as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please have a seat. Welcome to Crust and Cream.
Yeah. We're here today. I know it's been a while. We've spoken, and you know, someone told me about your place, and the person really talked about you. And I told myself, well, why not? I mean, if I'm trying to encourage people to see what women are doing in this city, I think you deserve to be part of this. You know, so.
Thank you.
And I know it took some time for us to get here, but here I want to ask. So, how long have you been into making this product, this cake and all these things?
Yes, actually I was in the banking sector for over 10 years and I left the bank to go into this 9 years ago. Yes, and really my years in the bank actually prepared me for this, because for me, business is not all about just jumping into it. I had the privilege to manage a lot of accounts in the bank, mostly small businesses and even the larger scale. I also manage accounts in the public sectors as well. So I had opportunity to learn on the job. I had people who started businesses, made mistakes, picked up, and also had challenges, especially in Nigeria, where we have challenges of people having to secure loans to set up businesses and even having to stay afloat. And I had to learn a lot of things that banking prepared me for business. You know, so I started this 9 years ago, and it's been at least I can say I've crossed over the 5 years benchmark for businesses, and we're still pushing, we're still getting there.
So if I may ask, so should I just assume that the funding came from the bank? Since you've been in the bank, you know how to source funds. Is that how you got funding for this business?
Okay, I would say really for Crust and Cream, we have actually internally sourced our funds. We haven't had investors of any kind yet. We haven't had loans secured from the banks, and it's quite tough because for any business to go into securing loan to start up, you have a lot to prepare yourself for. You have to look at the long-term repayment plan. You have to be sure if the business is still viable in the first place. And for my personal experience from the bank, I felt like businesses have to grow. You don't just start up on a very large scale, because businesses are like babies. You don't rush them. You have to watch them grow. You have to make mistakes, and you have to correct those mistakes. So I wanted a situation where we start on a smaller scale, and I actually started from home.
Okay.
I was home baking, yes,
Okay.
for years.
Okay.
I think for 3-4 years, I started baking from home, and then I had instances where it was going down, and then you pick up, and then because we train a lot, training are our key focus. So it was a particular way of getting funds back for us. So yes, I can say Crust and Cream, it's not running on loans or for now, but
that means you grew gradually.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I also wanted to ask, since you've started this, like, is it just you alone, or you have people you've employed that are working with you?
okay, for this particular period, we have students we train, and most of the times we have like 10 students at a time.
Okay.
Sometimes we have 5. We do trainings in just not snacks or cakes, pastries, and desserts. We also do training for photography, mostly for food products, mostly for bakers that are already into the industry, and also how to set up a bakery. Because it's one thing for you to actually have the funds, it's another thing for you to know how to set it up.
Okay.
So we also do training on bookkeeping as well. Focus on bakery.
Okay.
Again. So for now we have a staff of 5. We have interns, we have students who come back and they say, hey, I still don't think I'm ready to be on my own. And then they work with us, they work under us, they see the mistakes we make, they see how to correct it. So for now, yes, we have a staff strength of just 5, including myself. And then we have students who come in as well, stay with us for, we have the internship program for 1 month, 6 months, and then for a year.
Okay. The other question I wanted to ask, I know you said something about you teach people like photography, bookkeeping. Do you like get people from outside to come and teach this part, or you are the one teaching this?
Okay, we have people who come in and then they teach a particular part of bookkeeping.
Okay.
But the beginners level, I take that class. And then I also have my partner who comes in from time to time. She also takes the part on photography as well. She's good with product photography, because you need to sell your product. It's one thing for you to get a good product baked and all that, but you need to capture, you need a ready market. People eat what they see.
Okay.
Yes, so.
Well, that reminds me of I think I saw something somewhere one time when they say the consumer doesn't know what they want until they see it.
Yes, sure.
So until you show them what they think they are missing, then
Yes,
they
sure.
can go into it.
Yes.
So I also want to find out, how do you, when you finish your product, is it that you have like a market that you actually supply all at once, or is it that you bake based on requests from people?
Okay, we actually take order, is pre-ordered, because we bake our goods like really fresh. We source the ingredients quite fresh, so we bake an order. But at the same time, we have like walk-in customers who call in, and then we do a lot of awareness marketing. So we have people always on the go calling for cakes here and there. We also send proposals to schools, like schools for their lunch packs. We have the pastries packed for the kids as well. We also go to offices, like most especially bankers, because that's where I'm coming from. So I know that there was actually a ready market for me, so I just capitalized on that. So we pre-order for our customized cakes. we actually pre-order for like a week or so because it gives us enough time to get all the elements ready and fixed. But for ready-to-go cakes, you can walk in at any time. We have people who walk in and actually, then most times, like I think with this pandemic, they call and then we do a lot of deliveries. We have a delivery.
So, but how has that been with this lockdown and coming back and all that? How has it been, this business? How has it been?
Yes, okay, I would say the aspect it kind of affected was like wedding cakes. We used to do a lot of wedding cakes and it was always interesting just walking in and like seeing the bride smile and like after they see the cake and all that. But for snacks it was quite selling that time because people were sitting at home, people needed they got tired of cooking and they needed someone to step in. So we did a lot of pastries that period, and then coming back again it's quite slow because people are still scared to walk in, but we have their goods delivered.
Yeah, I actually noticed when we came in, we had to sanitize.
Yes, we have to follow the guidelines. This is a food packaging business, and so every hygiene is very important. It's top notch. It has to be on point.
Do you guys get, because this morning I watched a video, someone was complaining that she has a place in Warimpa here. I'll just call out her name. Her name is Ella N. There's a place I want to go to soon.
Okay.
That's why I actually follow her. She said those people from the small local authorities, I think AMAC or whatever, that they keep coming to our shop and they're always disturbing. She even said that what they were actually requesting for, she has it in her other places, we say too.
Yeah.
But when they called her, she told them she had it that she was going to come to the Warimpa branch to bring it, but the person refused and locked the place, you know. So I'm just wondering, do you guys experience things like that from these AMAC people always coming to maybe bother you guys with one thing or the other? I'm just thinking, you know, because we talk about things like
challenges, yes. We have had our own shares of challenge, and I think for the authority managing this plaza, we've been lucky. We make sure we pay our service charges, and it covers for the billboards and the advertisement you have out there. As far as you're not stepping out of the guideline, we have everything covered. So I think most people actually prefer to get their shops and offices in plazas, because that way collectively most of the stuff has been taken care of. Like remittance of tax, we just pay to the agent, they remit the tax and get us our tax clearance form, yes, and the team tax identification number, everything is ready. So it's quite unfortunate. There are a lot of other challenges we face, but for now I think in that regard of having to have the authorities come in and all that, I don't think we have been lucky really.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one. Question I also wanted to ask, because I was thinking as I turned around to look at this, these things, they look like drinks, but I don't think they are drinks. They are still cakes. Or
yes, they are cakes in the jar. So sometimes you just want to go out of the house and you want to whip something while you're driving or park somewhere. So we just have it packaged for you. We have people actually come in and say, oh, I'm craving sugar or something, and then we just have this ready for them. It has spoon and everything is packaged inside. We also have cake slices just for those who are craving, and cupcakes and macarons, and then we have snacks for those who prefer to go pastry than cakes. Yes. So it's packaged.
Okay, that's the one we're seeing. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show everything she has on the shelf here, but for now, I know I'm just talking, so I know you guys have not seen much yet, but I'm going to keep showing. Maybe as I'm asking, I'll keep putting pictures of what she has here. I know that she may have more than what is here, but sometimes these are the things just displayed. Yes. I'm sure you do more than what I can see here.
Yes, we have, it's quite in the morning. We always bake early hours of the morning. So we have cakes in the oven already, like getting set, and then we have the dough, the frank rolls and all that. They are still set in their rising, so you have to get your dough ready in the morning, and then you have set. So anything from noon, 12, you have here all stocked up, and then we have orders going out. Yes, we have orders going out.
Very interesting. if you guys stay in the city or live in the city and you want pastries, please come to Crust and Cream to get your pastries. And the funny thing is that you will even burn calories because by the time you climb upstairs, you burn some calories before you. It's interesting because I think there should be a kind of encouragement for people who are starting businesses like this, because everyone needs encouragement, really, and especially when you are. I can see you're alone. I know you said you had a partner, but I wanted to ask something about the partner. Is your partner the type that comes into work, or it just comes to give advice, or what kind of partner do you actually have?
Okay, the partner I have is actually in the regards of the bookkeeping. That's the training. Yes, she comes in from time to time to train. You know, like to train for bookkeeping and.
The partner that you have, what part does the person contribute to? Is it that the person is part of the people that comes to help you work, or what other part do they contribute?
Okay, for the aspect of the bookkeeping, you know, like you have to have someone hands-on who is into like a professional in that regard. So that's where the partner comes in for the training of the bookkeeping. But solely for the training of the snacks and cakes and the crust and cream business, I run it alone, and then I have my other staff under me who run it. But as I told you, from time to time we bring in professional, like even yourself, who is into photography and all that. From time to time you could come in and train our students and and all that. So yes.
Okay, interesting. Something that crossed my mind while we were talking, that somehow I think it just jumped out. I think if I remember I asked. The other thing I think I wanted to find out is, like the materials you use for your work, is it locally sourced or you get them from outside the country?
Okay, for our materials, like some years back, I would say precisely 5 years back, we could have like foreign goods coming, and it was quite a smooth ride. But over the time, because of the dollar, the hike in dollar, and then the shipping and the stress of even having to bring them in, so we had scarcity. So most of the goods we use are locally made here, even though right now, I'll be honest with you, we're really having scarcity of most of our goods. So we have to keep flipping. Today you go, there's a particular kind of butter you use, or margarine or sugar, and then tomorrow there's scarcity. So you have to keep altering your recipe, trying out other brands here and there. But I'll tell you, we have really, really, really good locally made brands. They are giving the foreign one a run for their money. Really.
I think it's a good thing, because it's actually good to, in my opinion, source locally, because one, you're helping the local business to grow while it is also growing. Because if we don't stop looking outward and start looking just inward, I don't think this country will grow. Because we need to start looking inward. Because there's this other lady I interviewed a couple of weeks ago when she talked about getting our materials for what she does, cream and all that, locally. And it's interesting because hearing you say you can also get that locally, it means that we are encouraging local producers. Because think about it, it's a ripple effect, because somebody pays you when you buy it. You pay somebody else. That person pays somebody else. Somebody pays somebody else. So it's just like keeping the money within Nigeria, so to speak. So it's nice anyway. It's very nice. So, but I want to ask you, how long have you been in this building?
It's barely a year. We've been here. Yes, barely a year we've been here. Well, I would say really, I think most bakers have that challenge as well. We have, because our equipment are quite heavy, and we always have challenges of plazas and shops accepting us. Most times they insist we can use the gas oven because of the hazard, the fire. Even though you have your fire extinguisher, you have everything ready, but they still feel comfortable if you don't use it. So you find out bakers are like moving from one place to the other, and then stuff like that. And most of them just home bake because it's actually easier for them. But it's quite restrictive, especially when it comes to training. You wouldn't want just people walking to your house, so most of us just try to get a place here.
Because when you say just about gas, right? Not Plaza not accepting that. The thing that struck me was this: we all use gas cylinders now,
yes.
And we are not burning down our houses. So why is it different using it here?
Oh well, the truth is ours are quite heavy equipment.
Yeah.
It's not on the smaller scale. You just cook food for just a few minutes and then you're fine with that. But sometimes we bake all round the day. Yes, we're always having cakes floated in the oven, and then you have someone who just calls you, I want this particular cake. And because our cakes are freshly baked, we always have to be on standby. Okay. Yes, so I think the fact that there's a longer term use daily of those gas,
that's
yes, it makes them a bit uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, okay.
But even though we use electric ovens, we still make sure we have the fire extinguishers and the fire blankets, should in case you never can know.
Okay. The question I want to ask is, when you say you can use like electric ovens and all that, how efficient or how constant or how consistent do you have electricity in place here?
Well, this plaza has had good record of electricity. For what is worth, we have lights. I would say consistently like 20 hours a day. Because even if we closed for the day and I'm just passing by, I notice there's light. And once we're baking and they take the lights, just like an hour or so, and then it's back on. So we run the generator, yes, to augment that. Yes, we run the generator to augment that. Though this Nigeria, never sometimes
we should come and own an office here because you guys have electricity.
It took us a very long time to get to this point, and that's because when people are actually paying their service charge, they pay what is due as and when, and then we have a management that's at least they are keeping up to their words and all that. If only people, duties are delegated. If only people can do what is meant to be done as at when. But we have our challenges. We have water challenges as well. And for a bakery, you can't do without water. Yes, we have water challenges as well, but it's getting better. We'll get there.
All right, guys, it's nice being here. I'm very grateful that you accepted our invite.
Oh no, the honor is mine. When I got a call from you, I was like, oh, Bigwillz! I have to be really, really honored.
So guys, it's been a wonderful time hearing her speak about what she does, and coupled with the fact that you're married, have 2 kids.
Yes.
Are you able to handle those kids? How old are your kids?
The oldest one is 5 years old, and then the youngest one is a year.
That's demanding. They need your time.
Yes, it's quite. I will tell you, it's really challenging. And for me, I'm actually married to a military personnel, and like most times, I have to step into the role of being a father and stuff like that. But I'll tell you that really, situation makes you stronger, and then you never know you can do it until you get there. And so many women are getting into business, and it's really, really a good thing in Nigeria. I love the fact that most of the people who walk in here and want to train are women who are even married already, who want to just support the family or want to get things running and want to change things in Nigeria. When you look around, businesses are just everywhere, and then before you know anything, Nigeria wouldn't be relying on importing things or even, over there they have for instance, over there they have they buy their fondant and some of the ingredients and all that, but we make it from the scratch. We make every single thing here from the scratch. Apart from the packaging and all that, yes, but we make every single thing from the scratch. Yes, so.
Wow. I'm even glad that this series I'm doing is about women, because the reason that, like I said, I know there are a lot of women who are married, some are divorced, single mothers, like ones that are not married, who are trying to survive in the city, who are doing their best. And I thought about it. That's why I actually started this series. And then before I go, I think I wanted to ask a question. You talked about packaging. How do you get your packaging for the product? Is it that they are made here or they are also imported?
Okay, we have a lot of locally made packages here, and when you look at them, they look imported. I'll tell you.
No, that means they're Nigerian imported.
No, I am super proud. Wow. And the good thing is, you can customize it to what you want it to be. It's easy for you to be able to pick up the phone and call a supplier and say, this way you do the packaging. Okay, I'll give you an example, sorry, briefly. There's someone who, there's a product, let me call them Akabado. They make colors for us. And initially when we buy foreign made colors, it takes a lot, like from a white icing sugar for you to achieve some colors like black, purple, red. You have to use more bottles, and then that's cost on you. But when we started getting the locally made ones, and then we just put a little and like not so little, but at least lower than the quantity, and then we just get the quantity we want. And I had to pick up the phone and I called, and I was like, wow, this is really good. And she felt encouraged. Wow. And that made
it's a she.
Yes, it's a she.
I think I like to.
Yes.
I like to speak with her on a business and interview her.
No, I'm so proud of her. And she was like, is there any way we can, is there anything you want us we can change or we can, and we had to talk, we had to keep talking. So when we the end users, let me say the sub-mid users before the end, like people, those of you producers, those of us who consume it, you know, when we have the opportunity to actually talk to those who produce it, and then we have their audiences, they can actually listen to us. It's really so interesting. Of course, you can pick up the phone and call a foreign company and say, I don't like the way this, or this should be done this way. So I'm really
I have a feeling that they water it down so that we can buy more.
Oh, do you think so? Well, I don't know, but we're happy to have it. Like, we don't have to sit and wait for shipping and all those things. So it's really
thank you very, very much. I really appreciate being here today.
Thank you.
Alright, what we're going to do, I think I'm going to show you guys exactly all the things that I can find here today, so that you guys can also see. Alright? Thank you very much for welcoming us, for letting us chat with you and ask questions. And I hope for women who are watching, if you're interested in doing this or learning this, you can buzz me. I'll hook you up with her. I'll put her Instagram handle and whatever contact, so that you guys can reach her if you need to reach her directly. But if you need to contact me, it's all good. Let me help you guys taste it and tell you what it's like. It tastes like a very nice cake. So it's a very nice cake. Right? Thank you for watching today's video. And please share among all your female friends. Alright? Share so on Facebook, WhatsApp, anyway, just share. Don't let have a friend. Share so that, to encourage us, you know. Alright guys, see you in the very next one.